What's going on, guys? It's your boy Alex here, back from Royal Street Krew. Today we are at Pick and Payless, just getting a few different parts for the AU and my mate Jake's car, his XR8. We just went to Precision Racing to get a base map tuned into the ECU so we can drive the car down there, no issues. So we're just going to be grabbing a few different parts that we need, like power steering switches and just a couple of sensors and stuff. And then we'll probably get back home and hard mount the hot side, so the turbo and everything, and get it ready for the fuel system, and then we will be good to go to the tuner. So I'll take you with us today, and we'll see where we end up. Oh shit! Quick teleportation back home, I see. We were just at Haltech sorting out some stuff to do with the dash. The IC7 had a few configuration issues, so they're going to replace that for me, so they're going to send out a new one. But we did get a factory cluster. Oh, it's in my bag. So we can cut that up and paint it black, so we don't have to leave the factory cluster behind there. But for now, we are going to be hard mounting the turbo setup. So I'm just showing everyone, if they get a spool and boost kit, how to do it. So this is the up pipe with the screamer attachment on the bottom there, and that adapts to the factory manifold down the bottom, which you have to do a bit of grinding, but that's completely fine there. So we're going to mount that on there using some exhaust studs, the ones that go in the exhaust manifold, like this. I've already got one in there, and I've got the other one. Yep, that one just there, so I've got one in there at the moment. I just put one out just to show you what they look like. But I'm going to get the studs back in there, and then we'll get the up pipe on. We'll get to installing the spoolie back on for the last time, and then we'll get the screamer and external gate all sorted, and get this baby ready for intercooler piping, which we are going to be cutting out this front rear support just in here, just that extra lip just there. We'll be cutting that out so we can fit the intercooler in there. And then we are getting a mobile fabrication guy to come out and fab up some 3-inch intercooler piping for us. Everything else on the ECU side is done. All I need to do is mount the ECU bracket, which I've just painted and it's just sitting just there. So I just need to mount that up there with the ECU, which I took today to Precision to get flashed. So you flash some a base map in there and remove security, so I'm able to start the vehicle, which will be good. So we'll get to start chucking the up pipe on now, and then I'll show you what's next. Alright, all set. Turbo's mounted in there. Took a mighty fine. Just had some bolts and some nuts and a couple of gaskets. Now, if we go to our box of goodies over here, that is the dump. It is 3.5 inch. Absolutely awesome, isn't it not? So now we're going to get onto the wastegate. This is a Turbo Smart 38mm external gate. Dive in the box and see what we got. First of all, you've got your spanner, your C spanner for taking the top of the gate off to adjust springs, to add or take away springs. And this is in the box. We have our gate, Turbo Smart 38mm Ultra Gate, Turbo Smart 38mm Ultra Gate. It's got a couple of different springs in there. We're going to be putting in a 7-pound spring, as that's what the tuner recommended. We have a couple of other springs in here. We've got some fittings to obviously mount that to the bottom of our J-pipe. We've got a gasket and another gasket, obviously both, one for the bottom and one for the screamer. So we got in here, that looks like all about it, just apart from some little fittings for some lines that will go to the boost solenoid, and a couple of extra springs. So we're going to jack the car up now, we'll get underneath it, and we'll install our exerter wastegate. I will show you as well, if I can just quickly find it in this box. We do have a screamer. This is the oil line that did come with it, but I decided to go with the braided one. As you can see, I've got it in its own custom bracket with the micron filter in it, so just for extra security, as I will be running some high power. Here it is. Here's our little screamer that will run off the bottom of the gate like that, and that is going to be loud and annoying, but it's going to sound awesome. So we're going to jack the car up now. We'll get underneath it. We'll check out what we got to install. We've got all of our fittings and washers and everything we need there. And first I'm going to take the top off and make sure the 7-pound spring's in there, as that's what my tuner told me today that he would like to have in there. So I'll make sure that's all good, and then we'll get the gate fitted. Alright, so that is just softly mounted at the moment. I haven't done up the bolts tight or anything. That is where it will sit, and then the screamer will just come off the side like that. This will be not too bad to change, because if you would like to change wastegate springs, you undo this top locking collar up here, twist that off, and then there's springs in there, you take them out and you replace them with whichever size you need. But we're just going to hard mount this now. That comes down there. We'll leave plenty room for exhaust to come straight down here. We do have a 3.5 inch dump, and we're going a 3.5 inch full system, so should make for plenty of room for what we need. Alright, so this is the room we've got, so that's the gate, and then the exhaust is just going to come straight down here. We do have a 3.5 inch dump, so I'll just run straight down here, and then down the car. You won't be able to see it because it's very dark under here, but it does leave you plenty of room, and obviously this screamer will just attach it onto the other side here, and that will shoot straight to the floor. So that is a pretty good fit, and it will be hidden as well, so if you do get pulled over, you know, the cop's not just going to open the bonnet, it's going to be sitting right up the top, very easy to see. So this will be hidden away, as external wastegates are highly illegal, as they are venting to atmosphere. So this is again the UltraGate 38, with a 7-pound spring, which was recommended by my tuner. Shout out to Joe at Precision Racing for all the help he has given me. And now we're going to get these hard mounted. We'll mount the screamer on, and then we'll get to some more stuff up the top. Alright, we'll get a little look from up top. Once the dump's on, you definitely won't be able to see it. It's down the back there. You can just see the tip of the screamer, but once the dump is sitting just there, you probably won't even notice it's down there. You can just see it a little bit there, but that's not any of an issue, as long as it's not sticking out in your face, so we get defected straight away. But what I'm doing at the moment is I've got the ECU bracket off a BA, which should just bolt straight up to the shock tower. Yep, awesome. Oh, look at that. Bolt hole for bolt hole, that's just beautiful. Bolt hole there and a bolt hole there. I'm actually surprised that bolts up so well. Just coated that black. We're going to get the ECU mounted on there as well. DC Engineering are going to get a cover sent out for this, so nice black cover, sit over there. Sit like that. And then we'll have the nice cover on top. Just to hide all the wiring and stuff down the back there. But I am actually surprised that the ECU stand sits bolt hole for bolt hole there. That's really satisfying. I did just take this ECU down to Precision yesterday. If you follow the Instagram, you would have seen us down there. I took it down there, got base map, so I just told him I got 1100cc injectors, twin 460 Warbro pumps, and I'm going to run it on E85. So he just loaded in a quick base map, so we're able to start the car and drive it down there. He deleted the PAT security as well, so we have no issue starting it. As long as everything's good with the loom and everything going well, we put E85 in there, it should start first go, hopefully, with no further issues. So we've got a couple things left to do. Actually not going to go with the power steering relocation just yet. I'm just going to get a second pump that I've got down the front. We just need to add a power steering switch. Also on the back of the water pump, just down there, and on the thermostat housing here, I'm not going to be running a heater, so I've taken them out, taken the pipes out for those, and I've got some AN, some push in the AN dash 10 AN fittings, which I'll just be blocking them off as we don't need a heater. So pretty much it's almost done. It's just got a few other things to go, like intercooler piping, mount the intercooler, just finish up some radiator hose stuff, get the intercooler piping and stuff plumbed up and on, ground a few wires, you know, just little knick-knacky stuff. We're going a B&M Pro ratchet shifter magnet grip in black, so we're going to get all that mounted. We're going to get the shift kit mounted as well today, off the old plug, so we'll run through that a bit later. But yeah, we're coming along really well here. There's not much left to do apart from fuel system and just little knick-knacky stuff, and then we're ready to get to the dyno, so that will be quite exciting. We'll get the ECU mounted up now, and we'll see what else we can do. So we got the ECU dummy fitted. It's obviously not hard fitted at the moment. Still moving around because I don't have the appropriate bolts. I did find a couple like this, but they weren't long enough. They just don't just make it far enough. So we'll head down to Boltmaster to grab some more bolts like that. But for now, we will focus on doing the shift kit. So this is the shift kit here from Joel Taylor. I'll drop his link on the screen for his Facebook if you'd like to purchase a shift kit. It's basically a little box. It maximises all the line pressure in the gearbox, and fully manualises the BTR, so it won't be an auto anymore. It will be shifted like a manual, just without a clutch. I've got the interior pulled apart at the moment because we're getting the seats refoamed, but so far everything's just pulled apart, so I was just running some wiring for the OBD and the accelerator cable for the conversion. I'm going to be deleting all that red M sub wire because we're not going to be running the sub anymore because race car, bro. anyway, we will be mounting this box somewhere back here, probably where this fuse is, and then running the cable down the side there and into our plug. We're going to be utilising the plug off the old engine harness, which, if I can find, down here. I'm going to be cutting this plug off because the shift kit runs on its own little computer. We won't be needing to wire anything to the ECU. So I'll put the wiring diagram on the screen now. So it's just those few wires that you've got to wire into that connector there, and that shift kit will work once plugged into the BTR. Alright, in the cabin now. Got all the interior pulled apart. As I said before, I was doing the wiring for the AU to the OBD and the accelerator pedal. This car is no longer fly-by-wire, and this is the shift kit from Joel Taylor. Again, I'll put his link in there. It makes the car fully manualised and maximises box line pressure. So what I've done, we're going to be deleting this shifter because we're going to go the B&M ratchet shifter. So I've just drilled a little hole right next to here, which I will put a rubber grommet around later. But this is just so you can run your two cables down there. So we'll poke them down through the hole and we'll do some wiring on the bottom side. Alright, so underneath for now, I've stripped back the green and the blue wire, which are the ones we're going to be using, and I've stripped back the top two wires as well, which is the ones you're going to be using. The green wire goes to the top left and the blue wire goes to the top right, so I'm going to get them all wired up now. By no means am I an electrician, so don't judge the electrical job, but I'll join them together now with some tape and twist and tape, and we'll get it all good. This one as well, these two wires, don't need to come down here, as your white is ground and red is power, so just run that up into the car somewhere, to somewhere that will power them up. But yeah, so we'll twist and tape these together now, and then we'll pick it back up then. I do like to make it look nice, even though you're not going to see it at all. So I just loomed it up myself with some black electrical tape. That's what it looks like from underneath, just that one wire coming out into the two split connectors on their own. So when the gearbox gets here tomorrow, hopefully we'll be chucking that in next video. But that's the wiring done for that. Alright, so everything's looking well. Also, I mounted the throttle body on with the wires that I had to extend myself, as I did not want to pay 120 bucks just for some extended wiring. So everything's looking well. The little screamy boys down there, ready to make some noise. That's going to be all for this video. Just a general update and a few things doing in the shed to the AU. The gearbox is coming back and picking that up tomorrow or possibly Friday, so next video we will be putting the gearbox back in. It is a built BTR 4-speed, the one that came in this car, by T&D Brothers Racing. Apparently they're the best in the business for building BTRs in Sydney, so we'll go pick that up tomorrow, get it in the car. Hopefully it's going to last 450 kilowatts for a few months, however long we need it for before we go to the next engine, which will be coming soon. We do have a free stand now, so we're going to be building another engine with parts supplied from Dominator Motorsports. That's going to be all for this video. Make sure you drop a fat thumbs up, comment, leave all your ideas or anything like that, anything you want to know or anything you want to see next. Remember, RSK is a family, spread the word. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.